Alrighty. Well, we got a lot of people out here today. I live in uptown Charlotte at the Charlottetown Terrace, and this building was built in 1977 through the Charlotte Housing Authority and live in. And, my life wasn't all that wonderful, primarily because I have a learning disability and ADHD, and I don't know, I hopped from job to job, and years of drinking alcohol, smoking marijuana, cigarettes, and you name it. It got to the point that my life started going downhill. I've been homeless. Wasn't living on the street, but sleeping in. A lot of my friends were very, very nice to let me sleep over there. I slept on one person's floor for a while, and then on couches and stuff like that. It got to the point, I remember in the United States when we had our economy went downhill and we couldn't get jobs. And it was a bad time. Now, when I moved here at the Charlotte Housing Authority, everything was fine when I was in my early 60s. And it was pretty good. I mean, I was active. I could walk uptown or ride my bicycle and, enjoying my life. But as time went on, I started having some health issues. Now, according to somebody, they said when your gallbladder's taken out, you tend to have medical problems, and I'm going to research that today. I don't know. I really don't know. The reason I'm making these vlogs is to tell people that it's difficult to crawl out of health issues and feeling puny and terrible all the time. Now, I left Centerville, as most of you know. I wasn't impressed with it at all, period. I need a doctor that's going to be proactive towards wanting to help me. I want to be able to go and get, the referrals. I want to get those referrals quicker. I mean, you have to understand that even Oak Street Health wasn't even recognized by Novant. So it is kind of like I said, guys, my health has been going downhill but fast, and I don't know what to do. I make these vlogs to basically tell people that if you're poor and don't have a pot to pee in, it gets harder and harder. Now, most of you will be going, well, my peer specialist later going, if you quit going on them webcam model sites, you'd have more money. All that I'm trying to say, guys, is that gives me joy, and it does. It gives me joy. Now, the reason why I cut my hair so short, I'm going to let it grow out a little bit more even, then cut it myself. Now, Sunday, all my Christians are just about getting ready to get out of church, I believe, and they'll go to Cracker Barrel and eat their crappy food. Now, as I've said before, some of the things that I'm dismayed about is the fact that we have veterans that have died in a war. We've been in wars to keep our freedom. This American flag on this pole right here will be left out in the cold, the rain, everything. And like I said, in the United States, we claim we're very patriotic, but most people don't know the Pledge of Allegiance. And if you do, I want you to tell me in a comment, yes, I do know it. It is, as I've said, in the United States, we are lazy when it comes to caring about our country. And it is, like I said, guys, for me, I just want my health care back. I really do want my health care back. Now, it's a beautiful day today. I just thought I would come out here and do a vlog outside for a change. But it bothers me. I've got to talk about the American flag again. It bothers me, terribly bothers me, of what I've seen. And if you don't believe me, get in your car and drive around and look at flags. Tell me what you see. I saw a flag that was on a flagpole, and it was awful. I mean, I was trying to be able to see if it was an American flag or not. It had been on the flagpole for so long. I want you to go back and study World War II, World War I, the Vietnam War, people who have died fighting for our country. And now we're in a situation where we just don't give a flying crap about anything when it comes to patriotism and our American flag. I'm in a world of a situation today because of not being able to get my health back the way it's supposed to be. Now, will I vape nicotine? I'm giving it a huge thought. Probably will. And I mean, I'm sitting here right now and I'm looking out, and people have their cars and they're happy and they're living their lives. And they are. They're living their lives. For me, I was okay until, I started about a year or so ago. If you look at my vlogs, you'll see when I'm talking about my stomach. And I only wanted to feel better. I want to be able to just, things you take for granted. What did you eat this morning for breakfast? Or what did you eat for lunch? Or what did you eat for dinner? Me, I can't even order Chinese food. I can't order a pizza. I'm just in a world of a situation. So I ask you to subscribe to this loser, and I am. I've been a loser in life, and that's an okay thing. A guy was saying, change your mindset and you be a winner. I'm saying, damn, I'm 70 years old. It doesn't matter if I'm a winner or a loser now. I'm just trying to hang into life is what I'm trying to do. And I'll be honest with you, where I live, I see ambulances pull up here all the time. We got a lot of people here got age on them. And then I'll sign cards of people who've died here. Guys, the worst thing that ever happened to me was when I turned 70 years old, and that's the truth. The worst thing that ever happened to me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog right now. All my people, some people getting back from church. And as I've said, guys, you got to understand something about the United States of America. It depends on where you are in America. Kind of like I know a family that moved here from Ukraine because of their fear of what is going on in Kyiv. And they moved to California, and they're doing just great. I'm going to go ahead and end this because my health has been going downhill, and it really has. And I just hope that doctors will wake up and do something about it. Again, what I want you to do, and I might put it on here, about our American flag and the Pledge of Allegiance. When I was in elementary school, we had to recite that every single morning. Now, most people could care less about our American flag. They could care less about the boys that died in wars for us. Thanks for listening.